It's no secret that Half-Life 2 has been out for a good while at this point, and many people have tried to rejuvenate the game in several different ways. Even Valve just updated the game with a new Steam Deck-friendly UI. And you of course have mod offerings like Half-Life 2 Update, which aims to faithfully update Half-Life 2 and bring it in line more with its episodes. You also have the Fake Factory cinematic mod that aims to take the game into an entirely different direction. People, this is what Half-Life 2 would have looked like if it was made by Activision. I personally prefer Half-Life 2 Update over the cinematic mod, but, well, everyone has their own preference, of course. And now we have a new contender on the block that's going to try its best to spice up Half-Life 2 and its episodes to make it feel fresh and spicy at the same time. And that mod is called Half-Life 2 Overcharged. And oh boy, is it a thing. They recently released an official trailer, so let's dig into it. Psst, we're almost at 10k subscribers. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel. Or don't, but I prefer it if you do. Okay, thanks, I love you.
LambdaGeneration.
It's Fanart of the Week time. This week we got a piece from Chief Smokey over on our community platform. This specimen was hauled from the Challenger Deep and came out looking a bit sketchy. It's a really good looking drawing and I love it. I'd love to pet it, but you know. Got your own Half-Life fan art you'd like us to show off? Post it on our community platform at community.lambdageneration.com and in the fan art category, and maybe we'll feature you next week. On January 25th, 2022, the YouTube channel named BreeGTV Game Dev premiered a trailer for a Half-Life 2 mod called Half-Life 2 Overcharged. A mod that aims to overhaul Half-Life 2 and its episodes by adding tons of new features and improvements. Some inspiration for the mod includes Black Mesa, S-Mod, Half-Life Opposing Force, and probably a little M-Mod as well, although that's not stated on the ModDB page. The mod is being developed by 3 Russian developers named Mike D, BreeG, and 0x, and oh boy, have they been working hard. Their YouTube channels are filled with clips from the mod and development logs, which are pretty interesting to take a look at. We're going to focus our attention to the official trailer though, as that's already a pretty massive thing to cover despite its length. Because this trailer alone, and I'm going to have to grab my notes here, lists over 30 different new features and improvements. That's absolutely insane. Is it insane in a good way though? Well, let's go through the list here. This mod features, according to the developers, reworked gunplay, extended maps, re-implemented cut maps, over 50 different weapons that include remasters, new weapons and opposing force weapons, reworked view model animations with inspect animations, player head movement, customizable slow motion effects, the capability to aim down sights, real-time projectile bullets, AI tweaks, new grenade types, a new death cam, more combine variants, revamped particle effects, custom fire modes, blood and slime on guns, an attachable silencer for some guns, the ability to kick, placeable hopper mines, new NPC animations, improved ragdoll physics, over 30 post-processing effects, cut enemies, and yes, raise X is there, Lua scripting, dynamic shadows for outdoor areas, remixes of the soundtrack, no, best remixes of the soundtrack, blood and slime drips, and there are even displacer guns hidden throughout the level that you can find. And that is probably not even everything, because in the trailer you can also find female Combine assassins jumping around the place. But I think those belong with the other Combine variations, so it was mentioned in that list I suppose, but I just felt like I wanted to point it out. So, what do I think of all of this? I think from a dedication perspective, they really knocked it out of the park. Playing through this mod is definitely going to be a refreshing experience, and it's probably going to be a lot of fun, especially live streaming this when it releases would be pretty amazing. I do think, however, that all of these new and improved features might be a little bit overwhelming. It's almost like the developers just kept adding on more and more features over the years of its development and didn't really know when to stop. The extended maps and cut locations certainly are really cool to have, but do we really need over 50 new guns? Do we also really need a slow motion effect? And all those new enemies, how are those going to be utilized throughout the game? Are they going to be placed in well thought out places, or are they just going to be thrown in willy-nilly? For those things, I guess we really need to wait for the mod to come out to see how it all works out. Maybe everything is implemented so well that all of these new features feel a lot more cohesive than they seem. I also have a feeling that many of the things I mentioned before from the trailer are probably going to be optional and can be turned off with the flick of a switch, or maybe with a config file in the game's directory. So it would be kind of an M-mod situation where you can choose what features to enable and what features to leave off. I guess they would have to make certain things optional, because how would you layer 30 different kinds of post-processing effects on top of each other? That wouldn't look very pretty and would probably just explode people's eyeballs. Okay, enough of negative Nelly over here, and let's talk about some of the good parts. From the gameplay shown in the trailer and the other videos posted to the creator's YouTube channel, it does look like it's a lot of fun to play, and some of the improvements listed here are definitely welcome. I'm very excited about the dynamic outdoor shadows, the improved ragdoll physics, and the tweaks in the AI that would hopefully make the Combine a little bit more fun to fight. Race X would also be very interesting to see in City 17. It's kind of a missed opportunity from Valve that they didn't include any Race X enemies in any meaningful way. The new particle effects are also welcome. I liked it when MMod did it, and from what I can see from the trailer, these new particle effects look pretty decent. And of course, the extended maps and gunplay rework is something I'm really interested in. Because how are they going to extend these maps? Are they going to flesh out otherwise pretty boring areas in the games? It keeps you wondering. So, how long will we have to wonder before this mod finally comes out? Well, according to the description of the mod, we could expect it to be released in February 2022. So, next month somewhere. That's not a long wait at all. So what do you think of Half-Life 2 Overcharged? Leave a comment in the comment section below. If you do, you may win a prize. And that prize is that feeling you get when you just posted something in public and you're not sure how people are going to respond to it, so you just close the tab as quickly as possible. I'll also definitely be streaming it when it comes out, so if you don't want to miss that, make sure you're subscribed. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, so it would be really appreciated if everyone hits that subscribe button if you like our content. I'm not gonna force anyone to do it. I hate it when other YouTubers do it, but we're so close now. Let's make it happen. As for Half-Life 2 Overcharged, is definitely a very interesting mod to only just now learn about, even though they have been posting updates for a while now. But hey, better late than never, right? I'm really curious about how this mod is going to turn out, and I have no doubt you do too. And that's why I left a link in the description to the official trailer for the mod. I also left a link down there to check out the official Steam group. The devs are pushing for the mod to be released on Steam, and they need all the community support that they can get. Oh, and I also left a link to the official ModDB page in the description below. It'll definitely release there once it's ready.